Have you ever been bullied? Everyone at some point in life has felt like they have been ridiculed or bullied by someone. Bullying has become an unavoidable and growing problem faced by young people today. Social, emotional, and physical bullying can lead to years of emotional scarring. This has become true in too many young people's lives, many of which have no way to deal with it except through physical harm and even suicide. Did you know that 92% of teens online daily experience cyberbullying? Stay with us on today's episode of Youth Matters, and we will take an in-depth look into bullying and peer pressure.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Youth Matters. What is bullying? It is the act of threatening and gossiping about someone who the bully finds as a vulnerable target that causes harm. Whether it is physical or verbal, it is bullying. Being bullied can have a huge impact on a young person's life, impacting their self-esteem and mental health. Cyberbullying is an emerging form of bullying where technology is misused for teasing, embarrassing, bashing, or threatening other people. Did you know that 15% of students reported being a victim of cyberbullying? So today in YM Stories, we will be seeing some video clips from Calvin from the USA. Let's watch this.
Bullies are very weak people who are looking to feel strong. They feed on the fear of others and it makes them feel powerful. They have a very low self-esteem and oftentimes they have been bullied themselves. And they're often seeking for control because they feel like they have no control over their own lives. So they're trying to make themselves feel better by attacking someone else because it makes them feel stronger. I think cyberbullying is a real problem. With cyberbullying, bullies feel very empowered and protected because they're behind a screen. When they're behind a screen, they're not doing this face-to-face, and they feel like they can say whatever they want and nothing will happen. With that in mind, they are much more bold online, so it's definitely a big problem. I think that there's many ways that bullying can affect teens today. One of those being that bullying makes teens afraid to be themselves. They're afraid to step out and do things that they love, and because they're afraid that someone's going to say something bad about them. And it also causes low self-esteem, which is a problem with bullying. And I think that a lot of teens, what they see online and what people say about them, it's not true and it's not a reality. But they believe it anyways, and they believe it about themselves and others. My advice is to resist. I think it's really important to remember that, and it's also important to remember that they only have the power if you give it to them. And don't give them the time or the satisfaction. One thing I've learned with bullies is that if you resist it and you don't give them that time or satisfaction, then they're going to move on and they won't bug you or bother you anymore. And I think also it's important that you don't follow or spend time with people who put you down or make you feel bad about yourself. Also, find a trusted adult to talk to. If you're struggling with bullying, let someone know so that they can help you. Don't be afraid to be yourself. It's always okay to be yourself. And lastly, it's important to find role models that uplift you and inspire you to pursue your dreams. Being able to do this will help you feel better about yourself, and it will help you be yourself.
Wow, those were really inspiring stories. We are so thankful to know that when we are bullied, we need to look up to God, who gives us inspiration to keep going. This is not the end, but just the beginning.
Yes, we are given hope that God has a greater plan for us. Although we go through difficult situations, we can shine out the negative vibes and use them to thrive.
Thank you, YM Squad, for all the useful insights about bullying. So now we are going to watch an amazing music video performed by the YM Squad. Let's watch this.
Jerusalén, sin ti no es fácil. Y yo tengo fe, luz, ya ven a mí. Tú eres quien me sana. Ya voy a mí, ay kulana, buso a mí, au kulana. Y no lo sé. En ti mi calma, quien me levanta, estuve solo y me levanté. Yo sé que me amas, como te amo, por ti la vida es un milagro, no habrá más muerte si te conoces.
Squad, we're back and we're excited to see what's coming up next. So, we have been discussing the topic of bullying and how young people everywhere are affected by this. But one thing is sure, We do not let negativity change us and affect our joy and happiness. Let's watch this.
Konnichiwa. Hi, I'm Maya, YM Squad here in Japan, and you're watching Youth Matters. Mata ne!
Hey guys, I am Ria, YM Squad here in Japan, and I have some fun vending machines to share with you. While in Japan, what better is there than a piping hot bowl of ramen? Let's check out this vending machine. This is the order sheet, and this is how you customize your own ramen on how you want it to. The seasoning stock, how light or how strong, and its richness, in the amount of garlic and the green onion, or with meat or without meat, and also the how spicy you want it to be. Let's do it. So after that, I'm gonna put it here. And then you're gonna pour the later. Let's try it. Itadakimasu. It's delicious and savory, and also the meat is tender. I like this one.
There you have it! From our part of the world, join us again next time here on YM Squad Around the World.
That was definitely a fun and eye-opening video from our YM Squad around the world. Let's take another trip to Australia to see what is going on with the YM Squad over there.
it's just a small gesture, it can make a huge impact on someone.
Yeah.
Just to make someone smile or happy, it can change the course of their whole day.
Absolutely. A person who felt feelings of depression or uncertainty can easily feel God's love upon them through small acts of kindness so that we can share it for all of us. There's still cupcakes left. Why don't we go share it?
Let's go!
Well, X, did you see those cupcakes? It literally made those people's day.
Yes, David, especially those who are depressed or going through a rough time. This can help uplift and brighten someone's spirit.
That's why we should always think about others and bring positive vibes wherever we go. Let's help one another and be a light, because one small act of kindness can make a huge difference in helping others around us.
We're back and we're talking about bullying. So from a very young age in school, we were taught the golden rule: to treat others as we would want to be treated, to have respect for all people regardless of who they are. And these are the laws that we should follow. However, there are some people who refuse to treat or love others equally because of prejudice.
Prejudice is judging others before knowing them personally, by the color of their skin, by their race, by their religion, status in life, gender, or any division of man, which escalates to more dangerous threats of action and violence.
That's right. And in the recent years, we have seen what has happened in the world. Not only during this pandemic, we have seen that this is now the time that we should unite instead of divide, for us to help and love one another.
So what should you do to those people who use violence or verbally, mentally, and socially bully others? For there is one universal law of sowing and reaping that exists. Whatever you sow is what you reap. If you sow evil, you naturally will reap evil, and vice versa. So if you sow goodness, you shall also reap goodness. If you sow love, then you shall also reap love. So if your enemies hate, you don't retaliate with hate. Overcome evil with good.
Remember the promise of the Almighty Father. He said, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord." Remember, the Almighty Father is a just and loving God who will not allow anything evil to happen to you, especially when you are His child. Let the love of the Almighty Father remain in your heart always.
Love is the most powerful commodity on this earth. If you do not love, you cannot see God, because God is love.
Amen. So what is the greatest commandment in the law? Love God. How about loving others? You should love also your neighbor as we love ourselves. We love one another, and we love even our enemies.
What if someone is bullying me? Is it my fault or theirs? For one, it is the choice of the bully to treat others poorly. Two, it is your choice if you will stand up or accept the bullying.
That's right. So what can you do? Well, there are many things that you can do if you're being bullied or know someone who is. You can stand your ground, but without violence. Try to communicate. Explain that there is no reason to fight or for violence. Tell a trusted adult. Adults in positions of authority, like parents or teachers or coaches, often can deal with bullying without the bully ever learning how they found out about it.
Ignore the bully and walk away. Bullies like getting a reaction. If you walk away or ignore them, you're telling them that you don't care.
Walk tall and hold your head high. Using this type of body language sends a message that you're not vulnerable or you're not afraid. Remember, violence begets more violence.
Don't get physical. You are more likely to be hurt and get into trouble if you try to fight a bully. Work out your anger in another way, such as exercising or writing it down. Make sure you delete or tear up any emails, posts, letters, or notes you write in anger.
Try to talk to the bully. Try to point out that his or her behavior is serious and harmful to others.
Practice confidence. Practice ways to respond to the bully, verbally or through your behavior. Practice feeling good about yourself.
Find your true friends. If you've been bullied with rumors or gossip and stories that aren't true, tell your friends so that they can help you feel safe and secure. Avoid being alone, especially when the bullying is happening a lot. You can also stand up for your friends and others you see that are being bullied. Your actions help the victim feel supported and may stop the bullying.
Thanks, bro, for sharing this to us. And to all of our viewers who are watching this program, you can send us an email. Or you can follow us on our official Facebook page, flash on your screens.
Well, this has been another amazing episode of Youth Matters, your favorite youth show on the planet. Remember, you matter, but most of all, young lives matter.
Learn more about the Father's will by listening to the message of the appointed Son of God, Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy.